Hello, I'm Peter Wilcox, Dr. Peter Wilcox. I'm talking about saunas, and I'm inside the sauna that you've seen some pictures of or will see some pictures of, however it's all done by the time it's over. I had a love affair with my son as we're building this thing, repurposed our own trees, chopped them down, milled them up, had somebody wood miser them, learned how to plane and tongue and groove wood to create this sauna that I use 3 to 4 times a week. Love it to death. The reason I have the sauna is because I understand that I know that the stress you put on yourself by getting into an up to 170-degree sauna for more than 19 minutes. Go look at Dr. Rhonda Patrick and Andrew Huberman and D'Agostino and find out why and how the use of heat and cold, a cold shower in the morning, a cold plunge in between sauna sessions is good for your body. You take the blood and move it to your periphery by vasodilation in this sauna, and then you jump in a cold pool or tub of water, whatever it is, and you shrink it back down, and you're moving all this stuff around. You're washing out your lymphatics. You're detoxifying yourself. You're drinking an absolute ton of water in the sessions, in between the sessions, and you're increasing your circulation. You're increasing you're reducing your blood pressure by this vasodilation and vasoconstriction, and you're exercising your muscles passively in all the vasculature in your body. I've got notes that it's been a day of videotaping with my buddies here. You can go to wilcoxi.com, wilcoxeye.com, and go watch a bunch of related videos on things we do in my practice. So just knocking out some thoughts. We use the Hocket in the office. The Hocket is this chamber you get into that we have for biohacking, for wellness. You get in this encapsulated chamber that's hot, and you're creating a similar experience. In the Hocket, by the way, if you lose 600 calories in the Hocket because of 104 to 108 degrees of temperature, I don't know what you lose inside this sauna that gets to 170 degrees. I've got some buddies and my wife, but my buddies do it more with me than what I do, and then my wife does. We'll go do 30 minutes and then jump in the pool, then 15 minutes and jump in the pool, then 10 minutes and jump in the pool, and then you just feel like $1,000,000 and you sleep like a baby. You reduce the risk of dementia and all-cause mortality. And the reason you're doing this is because you're increasing your circulation, you're massaging things. There's a whole lot of science that goes into why and how you're going to have a longer life. I'll get down to some stats here in a little bit. Reduce heart disease. It's dose dependent. The more frequently you get in a sauna, and the longer you get in the sauna, up to a point with these studies that are done, the longer you live a longer, healthier life. If you do it 2 to 3 times a week, you're 22% less likely to die from sudden cardiac death. 22%. But if you get in a sauna for 4 to 7 times a week, you're 63%. 2/3 less likely to die from sudden cardiac death. And it decreases all-cause mortality by 40%. Those are huge numbers. Why don't more of us sauna? Well, it's inconvenient. You got to have access to it. It's hard to get into. It's not a hot tub. You have to get into, and don't quote me on this, go look it up. And those sources I referenced earlier, go Google them or YouTube them. I think it's 170 degrees for 19 minutes, but go look at those sources. It mimics moderate aerobic exercise. So you're sitting in here, you can go ride your bike for however long, or go run on the treadmill for however long, and it's similar to that because your heart is pumping and pumping and pumping to regulate the fact that you're moving all your blood around from the inside out and the outside in, especially if you have the ability to go from hot to cold and cold to hot. So I'm an eye doctor. The eye has has the most circulation per unit volume than any part of the body. So If you want to improve your circulation, which it does, and you want to improve your microcirculation, which it does, the sauna is the perfect vehicle for doing those things. So the more you circulate, the more you vasodilate, the more you lower your blood pressure, you get the good stuff in, you get the bad stuff out, you increase your autophagy. Autophagy is when you have a healthy cell and you have a dead cell. Well, in between healthy and dead, you have dying cells, and you want those dying cells to be gone. And so I'm sweating here because it's just passively hot. It's 70 degrees outside, and this thing is so well insulated that it's crazy hot in here. But so the autophagy is a good thing for the body. Autophagy. Improves your health span. So you want to be born healthy, live, and when you're 100, you wake up dead. Okay, well, that's not how it works, because we tend to go through this, oh, I'm sick, I'm healthy, I'm sick, I'm healthy. But you want to be higher in health over your lifespan. So you want to have a good long health span, and it improves your health span. Detoxifies your body. When you sweat, when you have toxins in your body, you get to sweat them out, you get to breathe them out, you get to pee them out, you get to poop them out. It's about the way you get them out of there. You have your kidney, your liver, your spleen to get them out. And so the largest organ in your body is your skin. And so when you sweat out all this stuff and you replenish yourself with water and you sweat it out again and you sweat it out again, you're getting rid of all those daily toxins and those long-term toxins out of your body. And so it's phenomenal there. Lowers your blood pressure. Heat shock proteins. So it improves your heat shock proteins. And these heat shock proteins are linked to this autophagy and getting rid of the dingleberries in your body that you want to get rid of. You want to be full of 100% healthy cells. But when you're not full of 100% healthy cells, then you have 99%, then you have 98%, you have 97%. You can play the game all you want, but get rid of the bad cells and you increase the average of your good cells. Mimics aerobic exercise. Decreases stress and anxiety. I kid you not. I've done this so much, 3 to 5 times a week we do this stuff. I do this stuff, and I say we because we have a cadre of people who get in here, and I can't tell you the number of times when you're going kind of blue, it's been a long day, and you got stuff going on, you got work to do, and you walk out with a skip in your step. And even though you have a skip in your step and you're going, this is great, and you have these big, happy, funny conversations about how happy you feel, you still sleep like a baby. And increases the endorphins, which is the feel-good receptors in your body. Decreases depression. So people who are blue, get in a sauna. Find access to a sauna. Buy, you look at all the medicine you buy at the drugstore and all the copays you have. Consider introducing sauna to your life and see what happens to make you feel better. And then all of a sudden you go, wow, I'll scrub this copay and we'll go buy the gym membership that gets me in a sauna. Again, hot tubs are not saunas. Increase BDNF, which is brain-derived neurotrophic factor. It increases the neuroplasticity, the ability for you to make new synapses. You have these neurons in your brain. You have a nerve that goes from here to here and a little place where there's a communication in between them. It increases the ability for you to make new relationships between nerves and one nerve and another. Similarly speaking, if you never played the violin, but you learn how to play it left-handed and you're right-handed, you're really challenging your brain. And when you challenge your brain, especially that way, and you're focusing on, let's say it's this side of the brain, then the rest of the brain says, hey, I can be growing more neurons as well. So saunas are playing that as well. Anti-stress, increase autophagy, increase hormesis. Hormesis is balance. We've seen the movie, The Karate Kid with Daniel-san, wax on, wax off, And so you have to have balance in your life. And hormesis is just the ability for your body to find a leveling point. And you want to have a leveling point because you don't want to be this or that. You don't want your sympathetic system to be on and you're strong, or your parasympathetic system to be strong all the time. You want to find this balance. The detoxification, it mimics exercise. So I'm an eye doctor, and you again, just because this is probably an isolated video, wilcoxeye.com, you'll see all the different ways that we work with pulsed electromagnetic fields and photobiomodulation and ozone, and the sauna is part of it. And I encourage you, healthy or not, to challenge your body to survive and to be under stress. The stress of hot and cold is good for your body. A simple life that's not challenged is an unchallenged life, and there's a lot of quotes that surround just what's bad with an unchallenged life. So thank you for your time, and I appreciate your attention.